Hey guys, what's up? So as I said in my previous video, we've only got 4 more days until we get to America. So today's video, I thought I would talk about medical insurance. Yay! This is probably the most expensive thing apart from flights that you will need to pay for, and it will be the thing that you need to pay for that you're just like, you need medical insurance. It insures your medical life pretty much. So for the DCP program, as an international student, you have to have medical insurance. You have to have it. You cannot choose whether or not you want it. You have to have it. It is mandatory. It's compulsory. You've got to have it. If you don't have it, you can't do the program. So just to let you guys know, you don't need your medical insurance to sit your visa interview. Also, you need your medical insurance 30 days before check-in, so you have to have paid it and sorted it out by then. You also need to have that uploaded onto Docs. So some people buy their insurance but then they forget to upload it. Now some people who couldn't afford the insurance or were just too lazy waited, they didn't get the insurance until after 30 days. So they contacted the company and said, we don't have our medical insurance, and they were like, you know, just have it before check-in. Another thing I want to talk about in terms of medical insurance is that you have to have it through HTH Worldwide, which is the company that Disney has a contract with. You have to go with HTH Worldwide. And then the last thing that is very important in terms of your medical insurance is that it will say that it is per month, but you do not pay per month. You pay a lump sum. So you pay the lump sum of how many months you are going to be there. And then the last thing I need to stress is that you need your medical insurance the day that you enter America. So it has to be the day that you arrive in the US to the day that you leave the US. Yeah, so now that I've talked about those important tips, today I'm going to be talking about how to do your medical insurance. So let's scoot back here. So you've got your acceptance and you've paid your assessment fee, and you've also uploaded your docs. Once that has happened, you will get sent an email straight away that will be talking about medical insurance. It will leave a link to HTH Worldwide. If it doesn't have a link, it's super easy to find anyway. Basically, I'll leave a link in the bottom bar below if you need it, but you can Google HTH Worldwide Disney, it's fine. Then you want to click on that link and it will lead you to a page that looks pretty much like this. There are 3 different insurance policies that you can choose. There is the cheapest one, which is the first. The second is the most expensive, and then the third is the mid-range one, which in my opinion most people go for the 2 bottom ones as opposed to the most expensive, but there are a few that go for the most expensive option. I recommend that you read through the policy, so when it says read more, you can read through the policies, look at the prices, look at which would suit you the most, because obviously some people get more sick than other people. And remember that it is in US dollars, it's not in New Zealand, so you'll have to multiply it by your exchange rate, but also it will take out like a certain exchange rate for transferring overseas, and also you need to multiply it by the amount of months that you're staying there. The next step that you need to do is you need to pick which plan you are going to pick. So plan 1A, plan 2A, or plan 3. The next page that you'll get sent to is an information page, and it has 2 things on it. And these are very important to at least screenshot or note down. Yeah, so first of all, it'll say that you need your travel dates with you. So hopefully you know these off by heart. If you haven't booked your flights, I probably wouldn't recommend getting your insurance because you don't know the date that you will be there, but it's up to you. And then the second thing that it will have is the Disney campus address, which I recommend you definitely screenshot or note it down somewhere. The next page that you'll get is probably the most important page, and this is the medical insurance application page. So just before I get started, you do not need to enter every single thing on there. A lot of people were like, what is my student ID? What do I put here? You don't actually need to answer every single question that it gives you. What is in bold or what is in capital is pretty much what is compulsory and mandatory. You have to write it in, but everything else you can just leave it if you don't know. The second thing that I want to let you guys know is that for the dates, you have to write it the American way, not the Kiwi or the Australian way. A lot of people were very confused about that because they kept on trying to upload their application form and it wasn't going, and they kept on saying your travel dates are wrong. It's because it's physically impossible to leave on the 21st month. So I would definitely recommend that you make sure that it is the American way of doing dates. So you put the month first, then you put the day, and then you put the year. Not the day, month, year like we do in New Zealand and Australia. Now just a little side note, for me on my MacBook Pro, what was compulsory didn't come up, but on my iPhone what was compulsory did come up. Yeah, so if you follow this video, then I'm going to tell you what's compulsory or not. So first of all, personal details. You only need your title and your gender, your first, middle and last name, and your date of birth, the American way of doing it. You do not need your student ID. Next, you'll need to write your insurance coverage information. So this is the date that you enter the US to when you leave, the American way of doing dates. Next, you need to do your mailing address. This is Walt Disney Housing, 8050 Gables Commons Drive, Orlando, Florida, 32821, if you did not screenshot it beforehand. Next, you need your contact information. So this is your phone number and your email. Next, you'll need your educational activity information. You'll be asked for your university. Now this is your university. A lot of people got confused because they were like, is this Disney University? Disney University does not count as a university. So put your university, your tertiary institution, your TAFE, wherever you study, put that. Next of all, you need your home country. Mine was New Zealand. Then you'll need your host country, which is the United States of America, but just write United States, it worked for me. The next page that it'll have is your summary of participant information. So this will have your name, your status, and the amount that you need to pay. And it will be in US dollars, as well as the dates that you'll have the insurance. Next will be your payment details. Woo! So basically you'll enter your credit card details, which will be MasterCard, Visa, Amex, or Discover details. Then you need to click the button once and wait. Do not click the button more than once because chances are it went through and it'll just charge you twice, and you do not want to be paying twice for your insurance. So again, I paid for the cheapest amount from the previous pay rate, which was 530 US dollars, and in New Zealand dollars that was 771 New Zealand dollars, but then something happened with the exchange rate and it came down to about 740. That's still freaking expensive. Next, you'll get confirmation of your payment. I screenshotted this and then printed it, but it's up to you, just in case. So once you've done that, you've pretty much done it. However, you haven't fully done everything that you need for your medical insurance. So I want to talk about that now. You're probably about halfway. So first of all, you will get your first email. Email number 1, which is your confirmation email, and it pretty much looked like the confirmation page that you just saw. You will have to wait a little bit to receive your next email. So email number 2 is creating an account on HCH Worldwide, a certificate number, and printing your ID card number. So basically it would say that you need to print this email out. You do not need to print this email out. Again, you do not need to print this email out. I don't know why they say to do it, but you don't actually need to print this email out. There will be a minimum wait of an hour until you get this email. For me though, I had to wait about 15 hours because it depends on the time that it is in Philadelphia, in America, wherever that is. If they are not open, then they cannot check that you paid properly and confirm your payment. So I had to wait until 15 hours until the next day. Now, the next step that I'm going to talk to you guys about is already in the email that you get sent. But for the sake of the video, I thought I would talk about it anyway. So pretty much it has a step-by-step, but I'm going to explain it anyway. Yeah, so basically it's sending you an email with your candidate number. This is the most important thing. You cannot try and skip this step without actually having the candidate number. It will then give you a link. So first thing you need to do is enter your certificate number and your name as it is given in the email message. Also, you need to give the month and the year that you'll complete the program, and you will need to confirm your email address. So then you will need to click submit. Then you'll need to complete the registration activation process by following the steps that it will give you on screen. Then you will get sent a third email, which is your confirmation email. So this isn't really important, to be honest. But now you can go onto the website and you will firstly need to go to My Benefits, which is on the site. Secondly, in the right hand column of the table, you will need to click ID card. You will then need to print that ID card, and your card is at the bottom of the page, which you need to cut out. You can laminate it, whatever. I just printed it out and I'm going to cut it the way it's supposed to be cut later on. And then after you've printed your ID card, you've finished your medical insurance. So well done. Now, don't forget to put this whole step into Docs. Now, it will ask you for your policy number. Some people put different things. Personally, I put the policy number as the numbers that you actually get. So these are the numbers of the plan. So my plan was plan 1A. Yeah, so it's 1A, 2A, and 3 are the policy numbers. But anyway, that is the end of my medical insurance video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you're as excited as I am to be going over there. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!